Hi guys, Blacksmith here. I'm making a video now talking about something that comes up constantly. I've heard it from my VIPs, I've heard it from people in my free group, I've heard it from family members, from colleagues. And this is the reoccurring theme of sports betting and why people never make money sports betting. They think it's all about understanding the sport and analysing the sport. It couldn't be further from the truth, guys. It's about numbers. It's about understanding the odds and the probability of an event. Now look, I'm not saying it's not about analysing the sport at all, because obviously to understand if something's good odds, you've got to have an idea of how likely the outcome is. But really, guys, you don't have to know the sport to do this. I'll give you an example. If you look at my football players, you can have a look in my group, see how successful I've been from betting on football. I don't watch football. On the weekend, if a game's on, especially during the league, I might watch it. But I've not sat down and watched a football game since last season. I don't know who the managers are. In fact, my partner, my missus, she knows more about football in some aspects in terms of who players are, who managers are. She's a PE teacher. She has a little interest in football, looks at it on her phone in the news. She'll say, oh, what about this manager? And I won't even know who she's talking about. So how do I make money betting football if I don't understand it? It's simple. I understand enough from looking, one, at past results, two, when I do place my bets, I do monitor the games live via an app, so I kind of know what's going on. I sometimes put it on and watch it, but I don't watch the game in its entirety, and I definitely don't pay attention to it. I'm busy doing other stuff. If you look at the last few draw predictions that I've hit, I hit a draw last night. I hit a draw the night before as well, and a couple of days before that I hit a draw. So 3 draws at decent odds. All teams that I don't really know. You know, I know the teams vaguely, but I don't really know much about them. All I do is some analysis. I work out if the odds are good value, and most importantly, if you watch my last video, I look and see the line movement. I see if the books are trying to persuade me or dissuade me from betting on the draw line. If they are trying to dissuade me, I will jump on it, as long as the base analysis, the very basic stats that I look at, indicates a draw is likely. And that would be previous head-to-heads have been very close, something like that. So most of you out there who are trying to sports bet and become better at sports betting are analysing the sport. There are some sports where this is more important. MMA, I used to actually think this a lot, and I really am a big believer in tape study. Recently I've had that completely shattered. A few people I've been following on Twitter, there's a guy called Solar Warden. If you go and look at him, he hates cappers, so he'll probably absolutely gun me for even recommending him. But he uses a data model, and he gets more predictions correct than most cappers do. That's not surprising, because 95% of cappers are not profitable. They're just casual bettors who have made a business sports betting pretending that they make money. So that's not too surprising. But he's proven that you can use data even in a subjective sport like MMA. For sports like football, NBA, NFL, it's even easier because the teams play each other multiple times a year. You've got some good data to use. But we're not drilling down into the nitty-gritty too much. I like some of the very big brands in sports betting. I'm not going to say who they are because I'm going to gun them. But they charge a lot of money and they are very good at analysing data. Their results aren't that good. They're not better than any other proper handicapper out there. They go through so much effort creating models and collating data. Really, they could just read the line movement and do some base analysis and they would probably have the same results. So there's a point where your analysis, you're just creating more work for yourself. You can build a model. My football tipster, for example, built a model with horses. I'm not going to tell you exactly how he does it, but he basically assigned a value to previous performance and ranked them, and he's ended up becoming very profitable from that. And this is very basic maths. I'm terrible at maths. I'm not a mathematical or statistical minded person. I'm dyslexic. I get numbers wrong all the time. But even I can do this stuff. Understand the odds, guys. If you want to be profitable, the best thing you can do, in fact, I'll show you. One, you can use the Action Network's bet calculator, because it will show you the probability for any odds in any format, American odds, decimal odds, but this is what I've got. So this is, I don't really use it much anymore because I've memorised it, but this is all different odds, and it's different. It's basically, if you look at like the decimal odds, it would be 2.0 decimal odds, 1.5 decimal odds, 1.3 decimal odds, fractional odds. It goes 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and so on. And then, most importantly, it's got a column which shows you the implied probability. So the implied probability is here. So I used to use this when I first started sports betting, because I'd go, okay, it's 1.5 decimal odds. Oh, what's the probability for that? Oh, it's 66%. So I know that if the odds say there's a 66% chance of an outcome, I should only take that bet if my analysis says that there is a more than 66% chance of it hitting. I would actually say more than 71, because I always leave 5% margin for error. And if I make a tip, I really want it to be more than that, because I want to account for my inaccuracy, because I'm not a machine, I'm not perfect. So that's what you need to start doing, guys. Understand the odds. Every time you place a bet and you look at a percentage, you should understand what the implied probability is. So go and learn the implied probability. Your results will improve dramatically. Join my Telegram if you want to see how I share, like with the draw line. You can scroll up through my Telegram group and you can see I posted with screenshots how I worked that out. It took me 5 minutes for all of these draws to work it out, of just Googling their base stats on Flash Score and then going to Odds Portal and looking at the odds history. You can do it as well. So start focusing on the odds, guys. That's where the money is. It will make you more money. Stop wasting time trying to overanalyze the sport. Most punters love sport. They love the sport that they bet on. They already know so much about it. So if it doesn't work for all of them, it's not going to work for you. This is what the difference is. Sports bettors, professionals who make money, not the frauds, understand what the odds are. They understand implied probability. So learn implied probability. Join my group if you really want to find out how. And if you want to tell my picks, sign up for the VIP service. Go into the Telegram group, which is in the description. Go to the link there. You'll see the message in Telegram. Go to @Blacksmith MMA. It's in the Telegram. Send me a message and sign up. And let's have another great week, guys. Start learning this though. You don't have to pay me to win sports betting. All the information is out there. You can do it for free. So don't feel like you've got to pay me money, but if you're a bit lazy and you can't be bothered to learn how, just sign up. Have a good week, guys. Let's kill it again. Got UFC coming up tomorrow. Got some very big bets. I've got some free plays if you look at my shorts as well. So go there, lock them in, and let's get it. Let's have another big week.